Let's talk about how to get the assholes out of your company. For a lot of people, the informal method is fine. Just pay attention to the way people treat each other, the way they talk with each other, and you'll start to see the patterns of behavior that create dysfunction. But for any of you who want to formalize it, who want to go a little bit deeper, I'm going to explain how. So how do you find out in a larger organization where the assholes are? There are many ways, and I recommend you consult a change management professional or someone who is focused on building high-functioning teams. This is what I recommend. It's a two-step process. Number one, create an anonymous tip line. Make it a web form, not a voicemail thing. Make it a web form on your internal network and not publicly accessible. And simply allow people to report, hey, we have an individual on our team or in our department who's creating dysfunctional behavior, a toxic work environment. Optional as to whether you allow them to name names. I'm kind of indifferent on that point. What you need to know is that there is an individual reported to be causing this. Now you need to have a predefined policy that defines how many times you want to get this tip before you take action. Maybe once isn't enough, so you might want to say, we need to have 2 tips, 3 maybe, to trigger the second step. So, you know, a team from 5 to 10 people and on up, if you've got 2 or 3 members of that team saying, hey, we have a toxic work environment or someone who's creating organizational dysfunction, then that's worth looking into, and that's what you're after. Allowing people a way anonymously to trigger that second step. So the second step is you need to implement a survey, a one-question survey. And this, again, I recommend pulling in some people who are experienced in wording a survey like this well. So don't take my words off this video. There's 2 ways you can go about it. I recommend the positive route. The survey should essentially ask if you could reorganize and select only people that create a positive work environment and who are productive, with whom you will be productive yourself, who are those names? So you ask people to positively select their own team members. So if you've got a 10-member team, you expect to get 9 votes, stay on the team. It's not going to quite shake out like that, but you'll start to see the positive votes, and the people who are missing votes, there's your concern. You could also go the negative route. Like I say, get some advice on this. You could say, if you could remove any members from this team without consequence, who would they be? And then you're going to see what the names are. So that's it. 2-step process. Basically, you're allowing an anonymous tip line where people can call for a no confidence vote. And then the second round is you actually do what I would call sort of a team audit, or you conduct the vote anonymously, privately, and you're going to see who pops up. By doing this, you're giving employees a way to handle issues that managers already can do. So this is a mechanism to do it. By doing that, your company culture is going to automatically start to take shape for the positive. So one last thing I want to say about this. Keep it super simple. If your explanation of the process is more than a half a page, you're going to create as much or more of a mess than the toxic jerks do in your company. It's got to be super simple, not a lot of wording or explanation. If people don't understand it, it's not simple enough. 2 steps: anonymous tip line, which you submit on a web form, and 2 or 3 hits from the same team will trigger a no confidence vote. Conduct the survey anonymously, see what results you get, and then it's up to you to take action. If you keep doing this and you don't take action, well, what's the point? All right. I wish you good luck in weeding ambitious sociopaths, toxic jerks, and insecure control freaks out of your company.